Hello everyone, my name is Sir Spooks, and today we'll take a look at a mysterious video that was sent to me, which shows an episode of a paranormal investigation show created by a channel that disappeared about 13 years ago, and the subsequent cryptic messages sent by an unknown person. I recently received a message from a Twitter account known as Jess is Searching. When she was about 12 years old, she was a big fan of the YouTube channel known as The Paranormal Paranoids. Recently though, she's been looking into their disappearance on the internet and created the account in order to find other fans of the show. On May 20th, 2021, she tweeted, "Starting a new thread for this. But I created this account to ask the internet if anyone remembers the amateur ghost hunting group Paranormal Paranoids that were on YouTube around 2005 to 2008-ish. My friends don't even remember them, so thread." She then goes on to explain how it seemed like they suddenly disappeared. She only recently remembered them when her parents showed up with a box full of stuff from her childhood, containing things such as her old laptop, an old radio, and some pre-2008 era films. The most exciting thing, however, was her laptop. Wondering if it was still in working condition, and wondering what nostalgic things might be on there, she opened it only to find a picture of the Paranormal Paranoids group. She goes on to explain the dynamic of the group, and it's easy to see why a 12-year-old X-Files fan could get hooked by the idea of an amateur ghost hunting show. Jess explains, "The group was made up of Riley, Peter, Laura, and David. They just go on adventures to the creepiest places in Ohio, and since I'm also from the Midwest, I felt like I was on the adventure with them. Riley, the blonde one, was basically my idol since she was sort of the leader." Even though Jess only has a few followers on Twitter, someone almost immediately began answering her in her search for information on the group. The user, looking for Para7, replied, "I remember them." Were you a fan too? You could say that. Do you have any theories where they might have gone? It's so hard to find information. No answer. At first, she thought she'd met another fan of the show, but it quickly went in a weird direction. While they didn't explain further in this Twitter thread, they continually kept answering Jess, sending her cryptic messages at some points, while neglecting to answer on others. What's even weirder is the fact that the user somehow had videos ready, but wouldn't mention where they'd got them from. This wasn't the only instance where the mysterious person sent her lost footage, and it soon got to the point where it seemed extremely strange. The stranger seems to be infatuated with one of the group's members, specifically Riley. At one point, Riley's sister, Mia, is mentioned on Twitter. It might be a coincidence, but the day before, the stranger put up a photo of a tree with the markings of an R and an M carved into it. It could indicate that the stranger may personally have known them more than they care to admit on Twitter. How else could they procure these personal pieces of information and memorabilia? Jess has posted all of the stranger's videos to her YouTube channel, but it seems to be an ongoing thing, so we can't yet know where this all leads. Alongside the mysterious clips, she has also posted a complete episode of the show. She mentions on Twitter that she'd burned old episodes onto CDs, and actually managed to find one in playable condition. This is what it contained.
The paranormal paranoids investigate the world beyond because there are some things we can't explain. But sometimes the mysteries turn out to be a hoax, and other times they're just inside your brain. Peter, Laura, David, Riley, the paranormal
video begins with the group entering a wooded area known as the Cuyahoga Falls, Ohio. They're looking for the specific tree where a young woman named Mary Talbot supposedly hung herself in 1994.
David, do you know where it is?
Really?
David knows things.
I'm glad you guys believe in me.
Here we have mounds of dirt.
You don't
Lots
say.
of it.
As far as I know, the mounds aren't haunted.
Said it's some burial ground around here or something.
Go digging. I don't think it's there, Peter.
You sure?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Guys, I literally
I'm not coming
cannot
to
get out of the mud right now. Jesus Christ.
Did you lose both your shoes?
Yes, I lost my shoes.
They're gone forever now. They belong to
I'm
this
not
place.
saving them, I'm
I don't
sorry.
know if I'm gonna go around. I didn't think I believed in quicksand today.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm walking on the grass.
Come on. There you go. That's one.
I cannot believe it.
To most people, this forest is the same as any, but to the people of Cuyahoga Falls, Ohio, who remember what occurred in 1994, these woods hold a sinister story. A young married couple was on a hike when they came across the body of Mary Talbot. This is where it happened. No one ever learned why Mary took her own life. There were plenty of theories, but nothing concrete ever came forward. Many were confused over the public nature of the suicide. This is a popular hiking spot. Lots of passerby come through. She must have known that. It was almost as if she wanted to be found, wanted to be seen. Rest in peace, Mary Talbot. David, are you getting shots of the tree?
Great, man. I get the f over here.
Okay.
All right, what are we doing?
Smiling, right?
Smile?
Yeah.
Okay.
Cheese.
Right,
Silly? Yeah?
Sure. Okay, all right.
Honestly?
All right.
Okay.
Charlie's Angels.
Charlie's Angels.
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm doing.
Fantastic.
There's not. We have the wrong number. Tree cart, right? Shopping cart. Shopping cart?
All right, let's dance and move. There we go. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Can you guys get out of that tree?
Sir, you want my jacket?
No.
Yeah, are you sure?
Yeah. You need it.
I don't need a jacket.
The video primarily shows the four ghost hunters walking to the spot and walking back again. But after looking through the footage, something strange was found. It's easy to notice the similarities between the ghostly figure and the picture we see of Mary Talbot. We can't say for certain whether it's her, but it would appear that the figure has light hair in approximately the same length as Mary Talbot. The figure is most visible while the group is at the place of her death, doing funny poses in front of the tree. Assuming the figure is Mary Talbot, perhaps you would consider this disrespectful, hence her more visible and intimidating appearance. While further away from the spot, the figure is only visible in short glimpses, though seemingly always watching. Evidently, the video itself seems rather credible. The quality of the video, the comically outdated introduction, their hairstyles and clothes all seem to point to the same approximate time period. Furthermore, the shopping cart dance seems to be an appropriate product or trend of the 2000s. But by all means, this could, like anything else, of course be a hoax. The fact that this isn't a standalone video and seems to be an ongoing thing suggests otherwise. Jess the Paranoid is still receiving these weird messages and seemingly private clips of especially Riley, which indicates that this story isn't over yet. Finally, I need you guys to help me solve this mystery. Do any of you remember the Paranormal Paranoids? Do any of you recognize the people in it? If any of you remember these people, please do let me know in the comment section down below. I'll leave the links for her Twitter account and YouTube channel in the description if you want to follow the ongoing story and see for yourself. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, then be sure to subscribe for more scary content. My name is Sir Spooks, and I'll see you all in the next video.
Eat.